What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we are looking at this picture of Mount Snowdon, and as we all know that the Qvengers have built a nuclear base inside this mountain. So today we are going to be planning the operation of how we are going to win it and how we are going to stop the Qvengers from firing more nuclear missiles. So we are going to be looking at the pictures of what the Qvengers have taken over. So each territory, but not all of it, but that some pictures is going to be different, okay? So let's begin, shall we? So first things first. This is Anglesey Airport, I think that's how you say it. And this is an airport in Wales that we are going to take over for the week until the operation is over. So hopefully the Qvengers won't know that the Marquis Hunt is going to be there for the week. Because if they do, I'll tell you guys about it in a minute and I'll show you the pictures of it. So yeah, like I said, we're going to take over this place for the week until the operation is over. And then this is what it looks like on the ground as well. So you've got like the buildings of the airport, and then you have the runway, such as the airfield. So that's the place that we are going to take over for the week. So, like I said, if the Qvengers find out that the Marquis Hunt is at this airport, this is something that the Qvengers could do, and they might do as well. These are the two bridges. There are two entry points to the island with the airport that we are going to be in for a week. So here's another bridge as well. So these are the two entry points, and here's the island. And where my two fingers are at, those are the two bridges exactly as these pictures. So if the Qvengers find out that we are at the airport, then they are likely going to place explosives on each bridge and then destroy them. So which means that the Marquis Hunt will not be able to get across. Now, we wouldn't be able to have air support because the Qvengers, as we know, monitor air traffic around Wales from Mount Snowdon. So if they see any Marquis Hunt vehicles in the air, then the air defences will just shoot them down. So we're going to stop the Qvengers. So we're going to stop the Qvengers from destroying two of these bridges, both these bridges, and then we can get across. So if the Qvengers destroy these bridges, then the operation will be a complete failure, and we won't be able to stop those missiles. So guys, moving on. Now, this is a family fun park in Wales. I'm only going to say this word once, I don't want to say it again. Gypsy Wood Family Fun Park. This is the area, oh, shit. But yeah, anyway, this is the area that the Qvengers will take over. This is the place where kids have their fun and they play around, and this is where they have train rides as well, like miniature railway train rides. They also have animals here as well. The bad thing about the Qvengers taking over this whole place is what the Qvengers do to the children and the parents. They abuse them and charge them and feed them disgusting food as well, and even tell off the kids for no reason, even shout at them, threaten them with guns. Like, that is disgusting. How could they willingly do that though? Well, as we all know that the Qvenger leader, Ben Bowler, is just making them do it. Like, Ben Bowler is just disgusting. Like, getting his men to do the dirty work. Like, really bad. Really, really bad. So we are going to head over to this place And we are going to clear out the Qvengers as well. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention about the animals. The Qvengers also abuse the animals as well. Like kick them. Or, you know, not kill them, but sometimes they do kill them. But they just mostly abuse them. Which is just awfully disgusting. So yeah, like I said, we are going to head there. And we are going to clear out the Qvengers there. So once all the Qvengers are exhausted in this family fun park, then they will no longer take over this whole place. So we'll have to clean up the bodies and blood and everything there. And then this whole place will be open again. Moving on. Now, this is the entry point, okay, to the factory. So the Qvengers in these hills have built a factory and they make nuclear missiles. Now, they don't put the fuel in it though, but once they assemble the parts of the nuclear rocket, then they get it delivered to Mount Snowdon, and then when they want to when they want to launch a missile to a place that they're targeting, then they fuel up, activate launch sequence, lift off, boom. So yeah, and I'm going to show you from the bird's eye view whereabouts that the nuclear factory is. Okay, so the Qvengers had built. So where my finger is, I know I haven't put a circle in. This around the circle is where the Qvengers had built a factory. So we're going to need to go there one day during this operation and destroy the factory so that the Qvengers don't make any more nuclear missiles. Okay? So we'll have to destroy the factory. We'll have to destroy the hill as well. Like, we would spare it, but we don't even have a choice, really. So, infiltrate the factory, destroy it, and then mission complete. But the operation is not over yet. Okay? Now, this is the place that the Qvengers have taken over. So this is what I believe has got to be a train yard, and it has a cafe and a shop. So this is the place that the Qvengers have taken over. Now, I've heard a load of reports from my men that 2 people have gone missing because the Qvengers have kidnapped them. So guys, I'm going to show you the 2 people that have been kidnapped by the Qvengers, and we are going to rescue them during the operation and during the mission as well. So guys, let's show you. So these are the 2 men that have been kidnapped by the Qvengers, and those are the 2 that we are going to rescue during this operation. Their names, El Rubio / Juan Strickler, and this man, UL Paper / Bernard. So those are the 2 people that have been kidnapped and who we need to go and rescue before the Qvengers kill them. So them 2 are being held in this building, and they are being held in a room. So the Qvengers threw one in each room and then just locked them up. So that's what they've been doing. They even fed them as well, but disgusting food. Because this is what the Qvengers have done. Put something disgusting in their food and then they just feed it to them. That's just awful. Oh yeah, and also, the Qvengers likely have some intelligence inside here. So if we do find some intelligence, then we can steal it. So we have the intelligence where the Qvengers are firing their missiles at. What's their next target exactly? So, after rescuing these 2, so after the mission complete with them 2 rescued and the intelligence stolen, then my men will take them back to San Andreas. So as for UL Paper, he either chooses he wants to go home to Liberty City or San Andreas, because UL Paper has 2 homes, as like I said, Liberty City and San Andreas. So those are the 2 homes that he has, okay? And as for El Rubio, he will return home back to San Andreas. So he used to live on Cayo Perico, and since the Qvengers had kicked him off his island and like took over it, so we had to tell El Rubio that we're going to have to destroy Cayo Perico and that we don't have a choice. So El Rubio did understand why we had to do it as well. Even though El Rubio used to work for the Qvengers, but after what the Qvengers did to him, that was disgusting. Yeah, El Rubio just decided to work with the Marquis Hunt. So that was actually a great choice, that what El Rubio done though. And we don't know if that we are going to rebuild Cayo Perico Island again, so El Rubio can go back to Cayo Perico. Because I can't remember this before, but this was back in 2020 in December, well 24th of December, so Christmas Eve in 2020, we launched a nuclear missile and we destroyed Cayo Perico. So yeah, that's just what happened. Okay, next picture. Now, this is a campsite, okay? The Qvengers have not taken over it. Mr. Witheridge HQ, so Jack Witheridge, is also planning on this operation to try and stop the nuclear missiles from firing as well. And he is also trying to take over the operation for me. But I'm not going to let that happen. So during the mission in this operation, when Mr. Witheridge HQ head over to this campsite, we are going to head over there and we are going to wipe them out. So we're basically going to destroy them as well. So kill Jack Witheridge's men there. And then once all Jack Witheridge's men killed there, then they won't be able to do the operation. So that means that Mr. Witheridge HQ would be a failure to completing this operation, or even winning this operation. And this will also prove that this is my war, not Jack Witheridge's, not Christian Wilder's. Okay? So yeah, I couldn't remember what to say there. Because I started this war because of the Qvenger leader. Like, I didn't even want to start this war, but the Qvenger leader Ben Bowler left me no choice. So, to Jack Witheridge and Christian Wilder, I do not believe the war is in your name. And if you think this war is yours and not mine no more, wrong, actually. I started this war. I declared this war against the Qvengers. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. Destroy Mr. Witheridge HQ. And then when there's no more Mr. Witheridge HQ around this area, then they won't be able to take on the Qvengers during the operation. Next picture. Okay, now, this is where the Qvengers have a cavern. So this is a place where the Qvengers have a cavern. And inside the cavern is a bunker that the Qvengers have taken over. So basically, it is a cave, okay? There are 2 entry points as well, but we're going to take only one, okay? Inside the cavern and the bunker is a lot of Qvenger soldiers, armory, supplies, and weapons. So I'm going to have a look at the picture of it. Oh, so here's the picture of the cavern. So where my finger is, there's an entry point there, and this is where we are going to enter and take on the Qvengers. So we are going to battle the Qvengers inside the cavern, and down here is where the bunker is. So we're going to push our way through into the cavern to the bunker, clear out the Qvengers, place some explosives on the supplies and the weapons and armory. We're going to get out of there, and then the explosives will go off. Boom! The whole bunker will be completely destroyed. And then all the rocks in this cavern are going to collapse as well. They're going to collapse. They're just going to fall on top of the bunker. So the whole cavern is going to be blocked as well. And there might be some Qvengers inside the cavern as well that haven't been killed. Or even the ones that are sleeping, like in a room where they're sleeping. Well, you know what I mean. Okay, next picture. Well, I think that's it. Well, so now guys, after we have done all of the missions during the operation, our final mission is that we are going to take on the big mission. So we're going to take on the Qvengers at Mount Snowdon. So this is going to be during the final day of the operation. So we are going to push towards Mount Snowdon. And I'm going to have a squad with me as well. And I might volunteer my friends to come with me as well. So we are going to enter Mount Snowdon from the bunker door. I don't know how we are going to enter. We'll probably have to place explosives on the door, but we're going to need a lot of firepower on it. So blow up the doors, head inside the mountain, and see what we can do in there. What's our objectives? Stop the missile. And once we stop the missile, then that's it. We just get out of there. Well, actually no, after we stop the missile, then we clear out the Qvengers in Mount Snowdon, even around the area as well, even around the whole territory of Mount Snowdon. So when there's no more Qvengers in Mount Snowdon, then that's it. The mission is complete, and the operation will be fully complete. So the Qvengers' evil plan will be thwarted. So, which means that it's been completely destroyed. Well, you know what I mean exactly. So, no more nuclear missiles firing from the Qvengers. So, which means that we are going to be safe. So, which means Wahoo Island from Wii Sports Resort is safe. San Andreas, Liberty City, or any other places. Or Vice City is... sorry, and Vice City as well. That'll be safe. And even Britain, any other countries. Everything around this world will be completely safe without nuclear missiles from the Qvengers. So, that's what we are going to be doing during this operation. So, this operation is going to be starting next week. I don't know whereabouts exactly. And because this operation takes place in Wales, I will be calling this operation Operation Red Dragon. So, this is what we are going to be doing during this war, stopping the nuclear missiles from firing to any other countries that they're targeting or any other islands. So, yeah. So, this is what we are going to do. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. So have a great day and night to you all. Peace out.